Hello. The video you are about to see contains images of dolls only.
Hello everybody.
Everyone. How are you today? Happy Tuesday.
Who have you got today?
I have got the beautiful Ruthanne today.
Ooh.
And she's lounging on the boppy. She's using Bert's special silk pillow
I know.
to support her head.
I don't know what he's going to say about that.
I don't know what he's going to say about that, to be quite honest. I dread to think. And she's wearing her beautiful black and white outfit with the beautiful leaves and ladybirds on it. And she's looking very gorgeous. Now, I know some people who watch are very taken with our little Ruthanne. So it's really nice that she's here to help do the comment roundup.
Definitely.
How are you, babykins? Are you okay? She's, oh, look at the way she looks out at you. She's just so beautiful. Aren't you, darling? Yeah. So, Mr. B, take it away.
I'll take it away. So we'll start, as always, with video of the week. This was the video that had the most views. And that, believe it or not, was the comment roundup.
I knew it would get there one week.
Oh, definitely, yes. Lacey was set on course for it, but then it was the comment roundup. But we will start with Reborn Baby Hope and Joy's tag, which was last Friday's video, wasn't it? And Merrily is first up today, and she says, "You two are an inspiration to others by showing the positive side of life in the midst of turmoil in the world. Your love for each other and your family comes through in every video and is an example of what marriage and family should be about. Lulu, your answer for the final question will surely give others the courage to step outside of the box so that other people can choose what makes them happy and content. We only live once, so I hope at the end of the line I can have few regrets. And in spite of negative people who have touched my life, I have chosen to show the love." Oh, that was lovely, wasn't it?
Wasn't it? Absolutely
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Yes. Thank you, Merrily, for that. Tammy says, "Simply beautiful answers to a wonderful tag." Thank you for your answer on the last question as well. It was a brilliant one, and you inspired me to be more open about my collection in this hobby.
Oh, thank you, Tammy. I just, that's what I've always tried to do. If I inspire one person, that's enough. That's proud making.
Well, I think you've done that. Heather, "It was enjoyable to listen to your answers to the tag. I think if I had space and money were no issue at all for me, I'd have as many reborns and dolls that caught my eye," she says. And Nicole goes on to say, "This is such an awesome tag, and I really enjoyed hearing both of your answers. It took me a long time to realise that hiding the babies was just such a silly thing to do, and absolutely pointless if I wanted to really be who I am and be truly honest with people. So now I don't either. Yes, most of them are hanging out in their own room most of the time, but that has more to do with space than anything else. And thank you for giving me a little boost of happy positivity right before I shoot some of my own videos."
Oh, you're welcome.
And I did see one last week, didn't I, of Nicole's?
Absolutely.
Yes, it was a really good one, so well done. Maman's Reborn Pumpkin Patch. "It was me, it was me. I said that Lake looked like Mr. B. I have 2 reborns, but I'd like as many as possible."
Oh, that's good.
And Baby Bunting Nursery, "Fantastic deep answers spoken with love."
Oh, thank you, Suzanne.
And Kimberly's Cocoons, "So fun to hear your answers for this great tag. They are so much fun and a great way for us to learn about one another." That's what I think as well.
Yes, that's why I like to do tags. It's a great way to learn about one another.
Yes. "Good for you for not hiding the babies. I've never hid mine either. You come in my house and you're going to see them. They are a part of my life. And if you don't like them, Well, you don't have to look at them. That's what she says.
Mhm.
Sandy Dandy has been in touch. Have we heard from Sandy
Yes, we
before?
have, yes.
Okay. Bert looks so handsome, she says. I love watching Lulu and Mr. B as well.
Yay.
And Linda says, I love the tag video. I never want it to stop. I find it so interesting. I think Bert and Mr. B both looked very handsome today. Wouldn't it be so wonderful to have 100 babies?
Yes, it would. I'd love 100 babies.
Right. Yes, you would need quite a few closets for all those clothes, she says. And Ginger Simmons, she has gone on to say, I really enjoyed hearing your answers to the tag, and that Mr. B both supports you and joins you in the videos. You both have inspired me very much in my daily life. My reborns are such a comfort and help with my anxiety, and just recently I've started taking them out with me. I do find having them with me is so much of a comfort when I have to go out and about town and to run errands. Bert is a growing boy, there's no doubt about that. He's getting quite tall for his britches.
Yep, those chinos are a bit short, I have to say.
Arabella thinks Bert looks very handsome as well. And that was all the comments on that video, but a good range, I thought, there.
Very much.
Moving on to Lacey and Holy Cats now. And Baby Bunting Nursery, what a big adventure you had, Lacey. And thank goodness you were there to help Daddy with all those unpredictable cats. I can't argue with that at all. I really can't. I'm glad she was there to save the day. And Merrily says, Lacey, you are a very lucky little girl to go to work with Daddy. We still have Take Your Daughter to Work Day here in the United States. And she says, Daddy was very smart to have the computer there for you, Lacey, so that you had something on the journey. Donuts and chocolate milk and biscuits. Now, that is my kind of day, Lacey. Yum, yum.
How wonderful.
She says, I love cats too, and I have one called My Love. He's very large, and he is a Maine Coon cat breed. Maybe Daddy would like a Maine Coon cat, because they are so very much like dogs. They follow you from room to room, and they want to be with you, even to sleep on the bed actually at night. My Love brings one or two of his toys with him at night, and puts it up where he sleeps. He always brings his squirrel, and sometimes his fish, that has a bell and feather on it. I never know who I will wake up with besides My Love. The cat, of course, she's referring to. You have a fun weekend, Lacey Lou, and I'll see you again next week. Well, hopefully you've done that by now. And Nicole says, hi again, Lacey Lou. Oh, wow, what an amazing day you and Daddy had. Mummy didn't need to worry, did she? I think if any little girl would know how to behave nicely, it would be you. Oh my, 6 cats? Wow, and 2 of them were very sneaky little guys, weren't they? I did laugh. I do admit I did, but not without sympathy. What a wonderful special father and daughter adventure. And Nana, she has over 20 cats.
Oh, you'd love to visit that house, wouldn't you, Mr.
Oh, yes, I'd love it, wouldn't I? Wouldn't I? She says, lovely flamingo shirt there, Lacey. And Mary wonders where I will take Lacey on her next outing. Well, I don't know. I think it'll be a little while, won't it, before she goes on another outing with me, because as she said, it was a long day, wasn't it?
It was.
And Heather says, oh, Lacey, what an exciting day out with Daddy. Don't worry, Mr. B. Some kitties are very nice and very sweet and calm. You just have to find the right ones. And Ginger Simmons, we have 3 kitties here, and they get under your feet quite a lot, actually. So glad your dad was sitting down, Lacey, at the time. Love your pretty pink flamingo, and also your pretty silvery shoes. And we now go on to Jordan and Kira saying Happy Disney Monday. And Baby Bunting Nursery, I keep my Valium next to me while I watch your videos. I really do. I tend to put trousers on my own babies back to front too sometimes. Something always twists and the wrong leg gets into the wrong hole. I remember Fawlty Towers only having something like 13 episodes.
Yes, that's all it had.
Which is incomprehensible to me, seeing as I knew each episode almost off by heart. It felt as though there were so many, but there must have been only a few recorded. It's not like a lot of people tend to do binge watching today, don't they? They tend to watch a lot one after the other because you can do that. But they were all spread out at the time, weren't they?
Yes.
Do you remember that episode with Mrs. Richards? That's what I wanted to ask you.
No.
Okay.
The only episodes I remember are Israt
Yes.
and the Waldorf salad one.
I love the Waldorf salad one. I really do.
Yes.
Please don't interrupt my story.
I beg your parsnips. I really do.
Okay, because Mrs. Richards, she pretended to be. She was very obstreperous, and she was hard of hearing, although some of it was put on. And Basil is shouting at her, and he says, "Do you have a hearing aid?" And she says, "Yes." And Basil responds, "Oh, why aren't you using it then?" And she says, "Well, the battery runs down." I did paraphrase that a little bit, just in case people really do know it. But, oh, I love that one. I thought that was good. Yeah, that was great. So thank you for bringing back that memory. And she also goes on to say, "Your Jordan Bradley is a shiny fellow. That might be why he feels so smooth. He could use a coat or two of varnish applied to him." Now, of course, that's looking through the camera, and it mightn't be quite as shiny in real life. And that's one of the things you have to take into account with the babies, isn't it? That, you know, they do look slightly different on camera, don't they? Yes?
Yes, they do. But
Yeah.
I think he is shiny in real life too.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Things are being thought of in with Jordan. We will think about what we can do for him because he needs something. He is too shiny.
Ah, right, okay. Well, he's lovely anyway.
He is lovely.
He's lovely.
Gorgeous.
Yes. And how thoughtful of Mr. B to order a copy of the cartoon that you enjoyed so much back in the day.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
You've watched it now,
I
haven't
have.
you?
I watched every episode.
Oh, wow. And there was a lot of it.
It's only 16.
Oh, it seemed a lot, though, when
Yeah,
I was getting it together for you.
16.5 hours is a lot.
It is, yes.
So, yeah.
Suzanne's Babies. Yes, I remember Penelope Pitstop and the Hair Bear Bunch, too.
Oh.
Great cartoons, weren't they? And a good laugh, too. Both the babies look very cute in their Disney Monday clothes. And, oh, how sweet is Mr. B about finding the videos, and quite a few people said that, the cartoons. Cara said, "Lovely video, your babies look so adorable in their outfits."
Thank you, Cara.
Oh, yes. And she thinks that YouTunes sounds much better than iTunes. Slip of the tongue, but it was...
so silly.
it worked out well, didn't it? Yeah. Virginia, Jordan and Kira look super cute in their Disney Monday outfits. I will always love Walt Disney movies, and Bambi is one of my favourites. And I didn't know until this video that Jordan's middle name is Bradley. That is my 29-year-old son's name.
Well, we named him Jordan Bradley for Nicole's husband, whose name is Brad, because Nicole and I spend a lot of time nattering on FaceTime, and both my husband and Nicole's husband hardly ever, well, practically never, say a word. And it's not every husband who would not mind when their wives are everlastingly on the phone.
And little Gizmo, Jordan is a lovely baby. My son's name is Jordan as well, so we've touched a little nerve there, kind of, haven't we? Or we've hit the nail on the head there. I love his Disney outfit. It's so cute and fits him perfectly.
Oh,
that's good to know. And Heather, how nice that Jordan was all made up by Lynn. I think that was something you mentioned, wasn't it?
yes, he's a Littlefoot nursery baby.
Yeah, she's a lovely lady. And I'm saving for a new full-bodied silicone myself. But I think I might have to get a vinyl, at least for the moment, because I'm a bit short of cuddles. Ah. Sharon, May made a fairy house today with her grandpa, and she could sit in it.
Oh, how lovely.
It's always good to hear about that sort of thing. And Mary, we do love Disney, don't we? We
Absolutely.
do. Babies look ready for a Mickey Mouse cartoon. And Arabella, I have all my babies dressed in Mickey and Minnie Mouse outfits. All 9 of them.
How wonderful.
Jessica, I was having a very, very bad day today, and this cheered me right up. What an absolutely lovely surprise with the DVD as well.
Now, Jessica's a new one.
Ah, right.
We hadn't heard from her before. So thank you very much indeed for giving us your first comment. We really did appreciate that.
Absolutely, and well done for you for picking up on that. And she says, let's have some more of your really soothing singing.
I will when I can. At the moment, my voice is really not playing, so it won't be for a little while. I'm sorry.
Oh, but it will come back from time to time, definitely. And Yvonne has been in touch. Have we heard from Yvonne before?
I think so. Yes, I think so.
She's glad that you've got one of Lynn's babies as well. He's very cute. And I saw his box packing. I was really glad that you two got him.
Oh.
Pink girly stuff. She liked the outfits. And Tammy says, super, super cute outfits. I just love Mickey Mouse. So that seems to have been a really popular video,
Yes.
wasn't it? Yes. That was a great one. And Linda also was in touch on that particular one too. So that is great. Let's just move on to the comment roundup. Now this was featuring Lake. And Nana really enjoyed the story, Lulu, that you were describing.
Oh, when I was getting ready, listening to my mum getting ready to go out.
Yes, that again seems to have evoked a few memories for people. You told us about it in the late 60s there.
Yes.
And she could just picture it actually when you were describing it.
Oh, it was very nice. I used to love that.
Merrily says, we all felt that we were right there with you.
Oh.
And she goes on to say, when I was little, I was always excited to ride the bus downtown with my mother for her errands. And in those days, women never went out without a hat and gloves
Oh, yes.
to match their dresses. I have many special memories of those outings, and one in particular has to do with sounds. When she had to go to the bank for business, I was transported to a space of wonder. The building was grand with carved wood everywhere and marble floors. And when we walked across the floor, I loved the sound of her high heels click-clacking on the marble.
I used to love that sound.
Yes, so what she's saying is that whenever she goes to a bank now, or she hears the sound of high heels, it really does remind her of those times.
I actually replied to her and said, since I was very small, I'd always had a fascination for high heels. I used to listen to them, listen for them, whenever we went out any place, because the sound of different kinds of heels are always different. You have the very high kind of spick that stiletto heels make, and then a kind of clonk that sort of a broader heel would make. And I would listen to the kind of sound of people's shoes, and I used to beg for my mama's or my nana's shoes to play dress up in, and they'd never sound the same because my feet were too small for them. And unless your foot absolutely fills the shoe, the heel won't sound properly. But I used to beg, long for the day when my feet were big enough to wear high heels. And of course, when I was old enough, I used to love my high heels, and I used to wear heels as high as the sky. You know?
I think it's lovely when you
I
wear them.
adored stiletto heels, and of course I got married to you in 5-inch heels, didn't I?
You did, and it was great, really good. You're on my height for a change.
I came right up to your nose.
Stacey loved the comment roundup as well, and Tammy says, you bring a smile to my face every day.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Kimberly, hooray for comment roundup. Thank you for keeping me company while I was painting. I heard my name too, and it's always fun. Lake is looking adorable, which is the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Now, Linda had quite a bit to say. Just bear with me while I get through this, because it is a really good comment. Thank you for it.
Thank you, Linda.
She says, I love comment roundup so much, and oh my gosh, I wanted to jump through the screen to sit between you both and to have a cuddle with the most adorable baby. She's referring to Lake, of course. All your family are stunning, but this little one comes through the screen and looks utterly a true dream. Lulu, I know that you really like a lot of weight in the babies, but not counting Bert or Lacey, who is the heaviest and who is the lightest?
I would say that Angel would be the heaviest. No, sorry, not counting Bert or Lacey.
That's right.
Alfie's the heaviest, he's the stone.
Right.
And Evie would be the lightest, she's 4.5 pounds.
Ah, okay. Well, at least you knew that. I was wondering whether you would.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah. And she's asking as well whether you can mention the sizes, which you've just started
I'll try and
to
remember to mention them from now on.
Yes. She goes on to say, Mr. B, I have often meant to remark on this and hope that you're not offended. I think you have the most beautifully sculptured hands. I like to see you feeling the babies in such a gentle way, and I like to see you working on the machine. She's referring to this one that I'm reading the comments of. You have perfect artist's hands, and of course, Lulu, I do like your nails as well. People used to say to me when I was very little that I had good hands for playing the piano with.
You can play the piano.
I can play the keyboard. I haven't for a
We
very long
haven't got
time.
space for one here, but I wish we had.
Yes.
Because I would love to get Mr. B a keyboard, because I have heard him play and he's terribly good at it. But we just do not have the room here for a keyboard. But yes, he can play the keyboard very well indeed.
Thank you. And thank you, Linda. It's a
But
very,
yes, that was a
very-
lovely thing to say,
it
and he has
was.
got beautiful hands.
Oh, well, there you are.
And thank you for saying nice things about the babies and about my nails, and it's really makes you think that everything's worthwhile
Yes.
when you get things like that. And we don't read them out just to kind of puff ourselves up.
No, I was a little bit hesitant on that one
You know.
because I didn't want it to sound vain.
Yeah, but it's, we read them out to keep engaged with our community. And also, it is an antidote to what can also happen, which happened to me this morning, when I was reading lovely comments from loving friends and new friends, and then I came across something so brutally and needlessly unkind that it made me cry. Remembering the amazing and kind and loving things people say to us is an antidote to all that. So thank you very much, everybody, for your wonderful comments. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You're just amazing to us. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm really, since I've come to help with these videos, because it is your channel really, I just help with it.
It's our channel. We won't have that argument, but it's our channel.
Okay. I've been amazed at the support that does come into it when I go through the comments, because there's a lot more that I don't read because I can't read them all. And you've mentioned in the comments section to Linda as to where to get the nappy from, haven't you?
I'll mention it again just in case anybody's interested. Some of my babies wear what's called a plumpy rumpy nappy. These come from Emily Jameson, Emily's Babies. And they are very good for babies who have a very straight oval body that don't have any gathers at the bottom, so their bottoms don't have any definition, and they're just a very straight oval. And you want that bit of definition at the bottom to give them that nice rounded little tush look. I had quite a few babies like this back about, sort of 5-6 years ago. There seemed to be a lot of babies like this, and I wanted that nice round little bottom look. You don't see so much of it nowadays. They have the gathers which pull the bottom into a nice little round, but you can get these plumpy rumpies from Etsy, from eBay, and it's Plumpie, Rumpie nappies, and they have two sizes, the preemie and the newborn, and they have several different colours. They're lovely nappies. They're really very reasonable in price, even with shipping for what they are. They have a little silicone insert in them, and they give that nice rounded bottom look.
So we now go on to Alfie and Brook on safari, and Joanne likes the way that you give each baby his or her own personality. That came across very well in that video.
Yes, I absolutely have to. That's the one I got the mean comment about living in a fantasy world on. I absolutely have to give each baby a character, a backstory. It's just something I always have to do, because these babies aren't just lumps of plastic to me. They're real little people, and it's just the way I have to be with them, and I love it. It makes them more real to me.
Well, I think that's brilliant, and I wrote something else down here leading on from that, because Suzanne's babies, she says, you'll have an enormous phone bill if Alfie insists on calling Caleb often in the United States. You're not wrong there.
Absolutely. Nicole and I always say we have a magic baby line, and it's always red hot because a lot of her babies are friends with a lot of my babies. So luckily it doesn't cost us anything.
Well, this is good news. It really is. I can relax now, can't
You can.
I? Yeah. Alfie and Brook, Cara says, are so adorable. I love Alfie's dungarees with all the animals on. I love seeing babies in dungarees.
I do too. I've always loved little boys in dungarees. I think it's just so stinking cute.
And Brooke's outfit is also really pretty. I love her smiley face.
I do too. I absolutely adore Brooke's smile. She's got such a lovely smile.
It's really good. What's coming across in these comments and videos over the weeks and months is that people are developing their favourites, aren't they?
Very much so.
Nice, yeah. And Virginia says, oh my goodness, I would not like to see the phone bill after the boys have been on the phone for goodness knows how long. And Merrily says, Alfie does have such a sweet face. So that must help when he has gotten himself into mischief. I bet he is the sibling, though, that will be strong enough to protect his brothers and little sisters if danger was near.
Definitely.
Which I thought was lovely.
You could never be cross with Alfie too long.
No, I did think that was nice. And Heather says, I love Brooke's new dress as well. I'd have picked that one out myself if I'd have been choosing it.
How cool.
And Alfie looks nice in his new safari outfit as well.
Wonderful.
He's quite a character. You crack me up with all their stories. I love it.
Wonderful.
And very quickly we end up with Strawberry Moon's Reborn Dad and I feeding Jordan and Lake. And Baby Bunting Nursery, not just a feeding video, but so much more. Mr. B stroking Lake's hair as he fed her was just beautiful to watch. And hearing your stories is also wonderful as well.
Ah.
And Mama's Reborn Pumpkin Patch, Lake is my favourite.
Ah.
And Linda says, oh Lulu, you certainly know your films. If I were on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, you would be my phone a friend.
I wouldn't phone me. I always get those questions wrong.
Oh, it's funny, when you put under pressure like that, you probably can't think of the answers.
I know.
Yes. Those babies certainly were thirsty, weren't they? Lots of people prefer the cool weather rather than hot as well, people were saying. Quite a few of those sorts of comments, because we were really feeling the heat that day, weren't we? And that's all the comment roundup for this week.
Wow, that was a big one, wasn't it?
It was a great one.
Thank you so very much, everybody, to all of you for your comments, each and every one of them. I do try to answer every single comment I get. As I say, my notifications sometimes don't let me know if a comment's come in. If I've missed yours, please do forgive me. I really do try to answer every single one I see and I know about. So if I've missed yours, my sincere apologies. Please do keep the comments coming in. We need them for comment roundup, but we also love to see them. Love to know what you like and what you don't.
Yes.
If there's anything you particularly want us to do, we'd also like to hear about it.
We've
really
started to implement some of the things this
some
week.
of the things you've asked us for are coming along. So, hello also to our new subscribers. Welcome along and thank you for joining our channel, and hope you continue to enjoy it for a long time to come. So, we'll love you and leave you for now, won't we, baby girl? We'll be back tomorrow with double change day.
Oh, yes.
But it's not going to be too bad tomorrow because it's two tiny little guys who are going to change.
Right.
So it won't be too bad. So until then, we will say take care of yourselves and enjoy your babies.
Okay, enjoy your baby.
Yes, enjoy your babies. And let's be good to each other. Bye-bye.